Tell me about yourself.
My name is Matherne. I have been married to my wife Becky for 27 years. We have two daughters, one at LSU, her sophomore year, and the other one is a senior in high school. I have over 30 years experience in the grocery business, but the last 20 have been with Coca-Cola. My current role is a key account manager, where I am calling on both large and small store channels.
Tell me about your favorite things to do outside of work.
Outside of work, the most important thing to me is my family. So spending time with my wife and kids. Also, we enjoy camping, going out of town, traveling. We always enjoy exploring new places, and then just basically having a good time.
What direction do you see your career taking in 5 years?
So currently, I've been in this key account role in some capacity on and off for the last 12 years. So what interests me about moving on to a next position is a different side of the business that is more strategic in planning and promoting our sales teams into growth. And where I see going from this position and beyond is possibly to head up our national retail sales commercialization teams at some point.
What are you looking for in this job?
In this job specifically, I am looking forward to being able to be a resource for our sales teams and providing solutions on how to grow their business, along with our customer side of it too. One of the things that appeals to me about this is that I have the customer focused experience, so I can help them present our plans to customers, sell them on it internally, and then be able to go out externally and sell it to them to show how, as a whole, we can partner and grow the portfolio and business for them.
What has your typical role on a team been like?
So being in this role for 12 years, I tend to be the subject matter expert. I am the person that goes to for advice. I'm the person that they look forward to saying, how can we implement this, make new processes? I enjoy the fact that I can get phone calls sometimes and say, I know if I can reach out to you, you have an answer or a solution, or you have the file from my organizational skills. So my role is being that go-to person.
Great. What are your methods for avoiding errors?
Speed. So what you have to do is learn to slow down. And I've learned that throughout my career because I wasn't always that way. In the fast pace of this business, it's really easy to feel like you're accomplishing a lot by multitasking. But what you have to do is learn to slow down, take your time, review everything. And a lot of times I think it's helpful to collaborate with other members of your team, work on the project together. That way you have two sets of eyes on it that can double check things as you go along.
So tell me about a time when you had to step into a leadership position.
Well, a few years ago, our key account director went on maternity leave, where they moved in, they asked me to fill in for their role. What was tricky about this was you were becoming the team leader while not actually being, having the title. So you had to be able to motivate the employees, at the same time gain and earn their respect. But one of the things I liked most about it was some processes that were implemented with our largest customer, as far as a cadence on business reviews. I implemented during that time and ended up being a best practice after the maternity leave was over.
Can you tell me about a time you improved productivity in your last job?
So one of the things that we put together when we're presenting to our customers is our retail profit analysis that used to be hand manually entered, where you'd have to go in, pull different reports to actually enter all the different steps of of this process, and it's a very important tool to the success of our customers and showing them their overall business. And what I was able to do was work out a program through Excel and filtering in macros to where our salient reporting system could automatically feed the data into the file. So it used to take 2 to 3 hours to populate manually, turned into a less than 5-minute process.
Can you describe how you would handle tight deadlines in this job?
So what I find works for me is absolutely syncing up to your Outlook calendar, whether it's simply reminders or it is carving out time for different tasks. If you put it into your calendar as a meeting and hold yourself to this, it helps to keep it time bound. But not only that, on the larger scale projects that we know a lot of this is time bound, especially when it comes to budgeting and the time of year, and we have certain deadlines that we have to finish this, is benchmark the different steps of progress and make sure that we're at least on those different points along the timeline.
Okay, and lastly, if you were asked to improve communications across your company, how would you go about completing this?
I think a good solution, especially since our departments seem to very much exist in a silo where, you know, our sales department might not know what our marketing department's doing, what our distribution department's doing, what our supply chain's doing. I think an important process that we could implement would be, whether it's once a month or bi-weekly, leaderships from each of the departments come in and meet and just say and explain to everybody, what are your challenges, what are your goals, what are you seeing, how can we improve, what can they do to help improve us, and just keeping that open line of communications between all the departments will help everyone understand the different challenges that everyone's going through, and that we're all ultimately working toward the same goal, but how can we do it better and know that we're in this together and not only in our own department.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Thank you.